Hello everyone, welcome to Herald Global. Joining us today, Ms. Asha Arondekar is a Goa-based entrepreneur known for her leadership in women's empowerment. She founded Global to Local and support rural women and established Satva Salon and Spa. Asha serves as the chairperson Women's Wing in Goa Chamber of Commerce and Industry. She has been named as one of Goa's top 50 influential people. Let's deep dive into her journey. I am Saimik and you're watching FastTrack. What inspired your entrepreneurial journey?
That's a story I think I have related many times because
Sure.
I was nowhere from an entrepreneurial background. Because my father was a Fauji and he was a doctor, and he wanted me to come into the medical field. I
Okay.
didn't get into medicine, but I got into paramedic, that was biochemistry, clinical biochemistry, where I was pursuing that. And by chance and by luck, I had a guest lecture in my college from none other than Dr. Kiran Majumdar Shaw,
Okay.
who had then started her entrepreneurial journey in fermentation technology.
Okay.
So that somewhere clicked, and I, made up my mind that I want to be an entrepreneur. And I was just about 18 then. So I started my
Oh,
journey
wow.
at 19, actually, yes.
Okay, please tell us about your venture Global to Local.
Global to local is actually my journey has been from far. I started at 19, like I said, and I moved. I started with pharma. From pharma, I moved to wellness, and global to local was during the pandemic because
Sure.
I worked a lot with the women of Goa, and I always told them that they had so much of skills in them, they had so much of creativity in them, and they need to bring all these products which they make from the rural areas and the villages to women like us in the cities who are
Sure.
waiting to grab these products. And the only answer they gave me was, we are ready to do it, but where do we come and sell it? So they needed a platform. And during the pandemic, when the whole wellness industry was shut and I was doing nothing for 6 months, that was the time I used it creatively to create this platform called Global to Local. Initially, we started with about 20 odd women who would make
Okay.
their products and supply it to us. Today, we are supporting more than 120 rural women and self-help groups from different villages of Goa. And we have kind of, also established a supply chain wherein we pick up products from them.
Oh,
So
wow.
we get fresh homemade products, handmade products. So Global to Local is 100% authentic local Goan products that we market. Yes.
That's amazing. So please tell us about your key responsibility as the chairperson of Goa Wing for Goa Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Oh, that has been a great role, I think, because it's been 2 years since I've been the chairperson of the Women's Wing. And through the Women's Wing, I mean, it's a very powerful platform which you can reach out to the women of Goa. So I think I have used it to the full potential. We have gone ahead and done a lot of empowerment programs in the last 2 years for the women of Goa, right from launching a mentorship program for women who want to get into entrepreneurship any
Okay.
stage. It could be just a thought process, it could be how what are the licenses required, it could be what kind of funding is needed, or how to go about with the project report. So we launched local mentors in different talukas of Goa where the women could reach out with their projects. And besides this, we also did during the pandemic, a lot of women came into the food business. There were foodpreneurs mushrooming everywhere, and this was very unregularized. So
Okay.
we kind of collaborated with the FDA and we did the FSI license mailer, wherein we empowered 400 local Goan women with the food licenses, with the FSI
Wow.
licenses, with safety guidelines, packaging, all of that, and the FastTrack trainings, so their businesses could get regularized. Besides that, we also held an exhibition called Asturi, which was held in one of the biggest indoor stadiums, where we empowered 200 women, exhibitors from Goa. It
Okay.
was a 3-day exhibition. So that was another platform we gave them. Besides that, we have done a lot of programs on AI, tech literacy for them, because that's the latest which women need to understand. So this was both in South and North Goa. We've done
Okay.
a lot of financial literacy programs. We also have a flagship competition called Business Diva, wherein women come forward and nominate in startup, scale up, and the rural enterprise category as well. So these are some of the programs that we have done in abundance, actually. So every month we kind of have a program which helps these women in some or the other way.
What has been your greatest learning from this role in terms of holistically what is lacking in the society?
One thing what is there is for women especially is the motivation. I mean, they all want to do something, but there is somebody, some nudge, some push required, some hand holding required for these women, which we have been doing. The second is creating, awareness amongst them, because mainly I have been working on empowering women on the entrepreneurial journey. Like these women, they want to dream, but somewhere, they're scared to take that one first step. And once they take that first step, then it is very easy to hold their hands and, take them forward. So that is very important. And making them aware, like today, government has so many schemes for, startups, for women entrepreneurs, and they're not aware of it. So we tie up with these financial government institutes, and then we create awareness of these programs so that they know that there is easy funding available for them, which then, collateral free funding, so they can take that. So awareness, I think, is the main, and motivating them to get into this is also one of the key factors which we have been working on.
You were instrumental in launching VLCC in Goa. Please tell us more about it.
This was around 15 years ago, because what happened was I shifted to Goa from Pune, and we started with a pharma research company. And at that time, there wasn't any grooming place in Goa. Either they were in 5-star hotels, which was like, not affordable by many, or there were those little parlors in the by-lanes. So there was nothing in between. That whole mid-segment, was empty. And that's the reason by chance, I got it into Goa. And then I love the wellness field. That's how I went ahead and created my own brand of salons and spas as well. Yes. So it was just that lacuna which was there, which I filled up.
Okay. What role do you play as the state president in ABWCI?
Well, ABWCI, I have recently taken it up just in January. And I was representing ABWCI at a recent, 2 weeks ago, conference in Srinagar. Okay. And there we were, talking, and this was for the empowering of women in Kashmir. So yes, we have started with programs, and definitely I think we have a long way to go. I have to learn a lot, and I have to add value as well in it.
Okay, I have to ask, why Goa? Why did you choose to stay rooted in Goa?
I'm born and brought up in Goa. These are my roots. And Goa is one place where you can really, at that time, there were hardly any women entrepreneurs in Goa. So I thought this was my place to come back to. This was my place to, it's like my Janma Bhoomi, and now it's also my Karma Bhoomi. So I have to give back as well here. Yes, definitely.
Please tell us about some of the leadership values that have guided you.
Initially, yes, I think the first quality which I had as a teenager, which made me start, was a little rebellious nature, which guided me and, made me take that decision and choose that path for me. I mean, I chose the path which nobody had walked on before at that time, 3 decades ago. Sure. But today, when I look back at all the challenges, at all the opportunities, I feel this has been, difficult, but it has been fulfilling, and it has been my path. So I'm glad that I took this path and I walked on this path, because today, when I handhold or inspire some other women or other young girls, and I motivate them maybe to dream, it's very fulfilling. It's contentment.
Okay, since we're talking about Goa we know for tourism. So apart from tourism, please tell us, what opportunities can somebody look at in terms of business in Goa?
Today, Goa is becoming like a pool of, entrepreneurs who come, and it's become like a think tank of entrepreneurs. Today, you name the CEOs, and they're all based out of Goa. So Goa has become a place where, because it is, the environment is good, it's a healthy place to stay, it's quality of life. So I think it's become more, and in fact, the government is also promoting it as a think tank for the people to come here and settle. Besides this, of course, pharma industry is big time. Like, we have the formulation units of most of the pharmaceuticals in Goa have their formulation units. We don't have the bulk drug and APIs, but we do have formulation. So pharmaceutical is big time. Besides, of course, fisheries and seafood, definitely. Besides tourism, of course.
So if I ask you, what were the major challenges you have faced?
Like I said, initially, the first challenge in my life was my family not agreeing with me to choose the path of entrepreneurship. That was one. And I think at that time, I did not just or even during my journey, I've not just broken barriers, I think I've shattered them all, made my choices, and that has helped me in like redefining all my goals, my visions, and helped me also to move forward.
Okay, my last question to you, what would be your word of advice to the young woman entrepreneur of our country?
Don't stop dreaming. It's very important because आपके सपने में इतनी ताकत होती है कि आप जो चाहे कर सकते हैं. Dream with your eyes open because dreams come true. And there is no replacement to hard work. So don't have that fire in you. Don't let that get exhausted. And believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, the whole world will believe in you. So make your own path, carve your own path, and just walk ahead. And there are people to support.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Arondekar, for taking out this time. It was lovely talking to you. It was very insightful.